Strike. I recognize that it was for me.
Is this thing going? Yeah. You like you ain't got no neck either.
Oh, fuck you.
We back, y'all. We back for another episode.
Yeah.
What episode is this? Episode 3. I hate when people do that, acting like they don't know. It's like, dude, you know what episode it is? It's episode 3, dog. You ain't got that many You ain't got that many episodes, dog. Fuck out of here. Your shit ain't popping like that. Mm-hmm. So no, let me stop playing. Let me stop talking down to myself.
Live,
but yeah, it's live. We're gonna record. We're recording here. We're recording there. It's time to go. You know what I mean?
Alright,
do the intro, man.
What up? Hey, y'all. It's Key.
And it's Gino.
And welcome to
the You Want to Talk Now podcast.
No, you want to talk now?
Why you gotta do that every week?
Because you gotta put some emphasis on it.
You want to talk now?
Yes, it's like.
No. How we come up with that? How we come up with that? You want to talk? How we come up with that actual name?
Because every time we have an issue or and I want to talk about something, he be like, "Oh, here you go." And like, "You want to talk now? You want to wait till later?" Da-da-da-da. So that's where I got it from because of him. Because he never want to talk.
Him? You talking to me? Like
you
talking to them? You talking to?
I'm telling them about you.
Yeah.
Like,
I ain't a big talker. That's why I don't like talking too much. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm make him talk.
I like to get away for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you
I like to get away.
No, the thing is, he don't like to. He don't talk. He like to hold stuff in and hold stuff in and hold it in, and then out of nowhere he freaking just go crazy, and it's like, what's your problem?
I don't go crazy.
Like,
I do not
what's
go
your
crazy.
problem?
I don't go crazy.
When I say go crazy, he'll run a whole list of stuff that I done or how I made him feel, and it's like, where did this come from?
Oh, now you trying to act like I'm a trick dog. You trying to treat me like I'm a chick dog.
No,
I do not go down the whole line of shit. You just made that up.
Listen,
what happens is
pamphlet.
No,
what I need to do right.
Nah. What happens is I'm quiet. You know what I'm saying?
I'm quiet too.
I be all. I'm just saying, like, I don't like to talk first, so I'll go off and try to be in my own world for a little bit, and after a while, you probably like just keep coming up to me and trying to get me to talk, and then I just let it out or whatever. But I'll be having the whole list.
Please, you didn't hold a lot of stuff in. Anyway,
let's talk about what happened last week, dog.
Anyway.
Versus? What we starting with? Versus? Oh, the inauguration. We're going to start with the inauguration first. Yeah. I ain't watch it. I was at work.
I watched bits and pieces of it. Little bits and pieces.
How was it? I ain't seen none of it.
I mean, it was cool. I mean, everybody was masked up, obviously.
I don't understand. It was a lot of people. It was like, I don't know how many people was there. What was it, like a million? No, probably wasn't. It was like,
I don't know.
It was, it was a lot of people there, but like, I wonder if like.
Surprisingly, I thought it was going to be like small because of the pandemic.
The pandemic.
But it was packed.
I know. I wonder if that was like a problem, even though with the mask even still being on. I wonder if all them people gathered still like could be an issue.
No, it went good, obviously.
You don't know how many people got corona though. Like you just like that, like people was gonna drop in front of like people was gonna drop on screen like
protesting stuff, and then you telling me like.
Yeah, I know, but shit, people still probably got it. But yeah, I ain't watch it. I heard
bits and pieces, but
did you watch any of the performances?
I watched the Lady Gaga and
the Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga have a beautiful voice. She has a huge.
What's
range.
She sing? Did she sing? Gonna say "Can You See"? Or what's that called? What's the joint called? The anthem. It's like I said it was say "Can You See."
I don't know what did she sing. I forgot.
Did J-Lo perform too?
She performed too. I really don't remember what they sung though. It was like I feel bad because it makes it's not memorable. But
it probably wasn't. It probably wasn't. Did Trump come out?
What? You know damn well Trump wasn't there.
Oh, I thought the old president got to come out. You sure?
I thought so too.
You watched the whole thing?
I told you I watched bits and pieces.
So how you know Trump ain't come out?
Because Trump sent Biden a letter.
Oh shit!
He sent him a letter. but the vice president was there. Who's the vice?
You talking Obama? Oh, the vice president.
Yeah.
Oh, Kamala. You talking about
Who?
Kamala Harris? That's the vice president now.
The old one. Trump vice president.
Oh, Pence.
Pence. He was there.
Everybody remember Pence. You don't gotta be.
Yeah, he just
gotta...
like he afterthought. So he was there though. He was there. He was there. It was cool seeing little bits and pieces of like Obama and Michelle greeting Kamala and stuff like that. That was cool to see like bits and pieces of that.
Yeah, I ain't seen none of it though. I was gonna watch it at work, but I'm like, man, that shit like for what? It ain't even no real big deal to me.
Yeah.
But
what was a big deal was Versus. That was a big deal for me.
Yeah.
Because we waited and waited.
Yeah, that shit started so late. It started so late. Like it was scheduled for what time?
We waited for weeks, and then it started late.
So what time was it scheduled? Like for 8 or 8:30?
It was supposed to be for 8.
Yeah.
It started at 8.
It was supposed to start at 8. Yeah.
It was an hour later before one of them came out.
Ashanti showed up
and then
first.
like another almost 40 minutes for the other to come out.
Nah, it wasn't that. Keisha Cole came out like 9:20, something like that, 9:30.
Man, a half an hour.
Yeah,
it's like
it was like 20, 30 minutes.
And then come out with a damn attitude.
I know she was.
I'm gonna have attitude because it's bringing me back. It's bringing me back. But
that shit crazy. Like she was an hour and a half late and then come on the screen like she the fuck mad.
Like we did something.
Motherfucker,
like,
we sitting here waiting. You know what I'm saying?
We want to watch you.
I'm up past my damn bedtime waiting for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to get ready for bed around this time.
Shoot.
And you come on the screen mad and shit. Like, nigga, you don't sit your ass down and fucking get these songs out.
But no, it was cool though. Like it was just cool just going back down memory lane. Like I love both of their music, so it was cool for me. I had fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
And then OT, what's his name? OT Genesis jumped on that drum, started singing and shit. Like, I ain't get that part. She said she had to have that in there. They must be cool or some friends or some shit.
Next,
what? Why you talking about OT Genesis? You don't like him?
I don't know.
I'm in love with the
I know who he is,
Coco.
but baby, that's not important for me to talk
I'm in
about.
love with the Coco.
That's all I know about him. I don't know what else to say.
That's all you gotta know about the Coco.
Oh my god,
man. My lips dry. Shit, I was supposed to put Vaseline on before we started. But yeah, what was your I don't know, what's your favorite song?
Favorite? Come on, no favorite song.
From each one, what's your favorite song for each one?
Favorite song. I love both of them, so it's hard to pick a song. Literally, I have both of their albums, like plenty of their albums. So I love both of them. So it's I can't pick. If I have to pick, okay, this is not my favorite, but one of my favorites. Probably would be from Keisha Cole. Sent from Heaven.
And you can wait your whole life.
Wonder. And probably Ashanti.
What? Baby. Baby. Yo, you know I got that song.
I wanna be like those girls in the movies.
I don't even know that song.
Yeah, that's my song.
I got for some reason a long time ago. I think I did something on my phone where I got Ashanti. That's the only song on my phone, like stored in my phone.
His ringtone.
That's not my ringtone. It's when I get in the car. It's my alarm, and when I get in the car, it come on. Yeah. Like it's just always playing. Like
you're just a fan.
I ain't no fan. I don't know how I got it on my phone. It's been on my phone for like almost a year now. I gotta get it off.
You like him some Ashanti.
Man, shut up. Damn. But the verses was cool. Other than it was super fucking late.
Yeah.
And what else you got about the verses? Nothing?
No, I'm good. That's it.
Ready to wrap that up?
Wrap it up.
All right, well, we're going to move on to the next thing.
You sound low.
I know.
Yeah,
how many boogies you think you got lying around the house? From all the boogies that you done plucked out your nose, how many boogies you think, just floating around? Especially on the side of the bed. I know you probably got like a stack of boogies on the side.
Why you me? I know you.
I know you be throwing dry boogies, dog. I know you be dry.
First of all, a lot of my boogies is wet, so I need tissue.
Yeah, first of all, that's fucking nasty. Nobody worry about your wet ass boogies. Now,
my dry boogies.
I wonder how many people do that. How many of y'all out there like dig up your nose and don't get no tissue?
How many of y'all flick and don't wipe? How many of y'all do this or this? Flick and roll.
I hate when it gets stuck and you try to get it. You gotta try to pluck it, and that shit don't go nowhere.
It's like,
and
yo,
then you like,
you gotta use the other hand. Like, come on, man.
I don't use that hand though. I just.
Oh my god!
I can't be laughing this hard. My fucking lips dry. I gotta keep looking at them.
So I see you a flicker then, huh?
Yeah, I'm definitely a flicker. I probably got a million boogies on the side of the
I
bed.
know there's a lot of people that say. I know y'all all. I know a lot of y'all flickers.
Oh man. So well, last week we was what?
We ran into this. Well, let's talk about this post we ran into.
The blog post.
This blog post is about.
We should bring it up. Just bring it up. I thought we had to say. I mean, unless you remember.
I mean, I'm vaguely, but
It was like talking about unhealthy.
Uncomfortable truths about healthy relationships.
Okay.
It's by what's her name? Sabria Sparrow.
Shout out to Sabria Sparrow. I think she on Instagram too. So
Yeah,
look up if you want to. But
it's a cool.
It was a cool blog post.
Yeah.
And we came across.
But we came across one of them.
Yeah.
That stuck to us was that being in a relationship, you bring out the best and worst in each other. And this was interesting for me.
So let me see it. What is it? Say it again. Because you said it so fast.
Listen.
Let's say. Oh, so it was like a list of different things. It was like 10. It was like the 10 most uncomfortable truths about healthy relationships. I know she already said it, but I'm just reiterating it. You know what I'm saying? Because you went a little fast. So it was just talking about some uncomfortable truths in a relationship. And the one that like kind of we like landed on was just bringing out the best and the worst in each other. My bad. I just wanted to say it again, just in case they ain't hear it. Because a lot of times we talk about,
that's that Virgo perfectionist in them. That's all.
But go ahead. I'm gonna give it back. I'm gonna hand it back to you. I'm gonna hand it back to you.
That's that Virgo. It stuck with me because a lot of people always like, make sure you with somebody that bring the best out of you. Make sure you with somebody that bring the best out of you. I rarely hear people say like, the same person that bring the best out of you also bring out the worst in you and not have it sound toxic or negative. Like, for instance, I remember like a while ago when we like just in the beginning of our self-awareness journey where we was taking that like negative, like us bringing the worst out of each other. We took
bringing out the worst in each other. You saying?
Bringing out the worst
in each other, yeah.
In each other, whatever.
Yeah.
But
you told me, my mind went blank.
Come on, stop making. Come on, this is like, come on. How many times you gonna try to correct me?
No, it's not trying to correct you because you was telling me, bringing out the worst.
Out the worst.
Bringing out the worst in each other. All right, my bad.
Okay. We thought it was being negative. Like when we first,
we thought it was a bad thing.
We thought it was a bad thing in the past. Like, we're not meant to be together, or we shouldn't be together if every time, we always bringing out the worst.
Yeah, in each other.
Yeah. So eventually I felt like we start digging deep with ourselves, like, our flaws and our imperfections and realize like, if we have them, other people have them too. So it was like a compassion thing, like learning compassion and patience and understanding that, like we are growing.
Right.
And it's good that it's actually a good thing that we bringing out the worst, because by us bringing out the worst, we're starting to reflect on ourselves. So it's like when you bring out something bad in me, it's like I'm looking at it as a thing of like, damn, like let me check myself. What is it that you've done that triggered this in me, and it started making me think about myself.
Right.
So
like for example, for me it would be like, so when I read this, I'm like, yeah, that is, like she said, is a good thing, because let's just say a lot of times we get into arguments, right? And I might start getting hyped, screaming, getting loud, saying certain things I don't mean. And then after the argument is over, anytime you get in an argument with your spouse or whatever, your girl or whatever, you start to like replay like some of the stuff that happened, some of the things you said. And a lot of times after we done beefing or arguing, like I be just running shit back, and then I'll be like, damn, I said this or I said that, or I was acting like this. So it's like, I mean, you could say I guess you could say you bringing out the worst in me. Yeah. I don't like that because it's kind of like not taking accountability. But whatever, it is what it is. But like, so when I think about the shit that I've done, is like now I'm like, damn, that was kind of fucked up. So it's like I I get to reflect on myself, and then I get to kind of check my own self. Like, damn, like, I got to be better with that. I'm saying to myself, like, I got to be better with this or be better with that. I got to be better with like not losing my temper so quick, or even if we are arguing, it's like some stuff don't need to be said. Some stuff ain't got to go there. And even though it's out of like anger, it just still is like, you got to be able to handle yourself a little better.
Yeah. So it's basically like we bring out the best and worst in each other. Like, I feel like in a relationship you should, because when you bring out the best in somebody, it's basically you putting your confidence in them, you believing in them, and it makes them feel good about themselves. But when you
I don't get that. When you bringing out the best in somebody, your actions make them better. So to me, when they say you bring out the best in somebody, if I'm doing good or doing something good around you, my actions is influencing you to do good, and you know what I'm saying?
It's your actions, but also it's not only your actions. It's your actions, how you respond to me, what you say to, how you talk to me. It's how you treat me. It's like it's more than just actions, babe.
I know. I mean, I agree with that.
That can bring out the best in me.
All right.
And just like bringing out the worst in each other, it don't have to be just arguments. Like, for instance, it's like if I get insecure or you get insecure, we can bring that out of each other. And that's like our worst side, I guess. But that teaches, that shows us like, okay, look at yourself. Why are you feeling insecure? Why are you feeling this way?
Right.
If we weren't bring out the worst in each other, how could we know what our flaws were? Or how could we know what our traumas were, our triggers were? Or how could we know what are the things that we need to work on within ourselves?
True.
What are the things that we need to work on for ourselves? Bringing out the best and worst in each other, I feel like this works in all kind of relationships in your life. Like, I feel like this could work in, friendships, family, not just in intimate relationships.
Right.
What's one thing you learned about being in a relationship? And it don't have to be like, an intimate relationship. It could be friendship, family, any kind of relationship in your life. Like, what's one thing you learned so far?
I would say, I think every kind of relationship, whether it be with your friends, your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, they all take something different to work. You know what I mean? I think, I don't know. I think none of them are the same. I think none of those relationships you can treat the same. I got into this relationship in the beginning, and I used to not treat you, but I used to be with you like how I was with my friends. And even still to this day, I still got like trouble with it, because I feel like who I am, if I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna try to be myself everywhere. Like, I'm gonna try to be the same. I'm gonna try to be who I am in any situation I go, and I just want people to adjust to me. Like, but that's not always true. Like, because I feel like I'm not like that at work. Like, at work, I got to be a certain kind of person. I can't be who I am fully at work, because it's just not the environment for it. Like, but my thing is, like, I'm gonna got off. But what I'm trying to say is just like, when I'm being around my friends and my homies, like, I was a certain kind of way. And when you around your homies, y'all talk a certain type of shit. You talk a certain kind of way. You do certain things, whatever. But I guess it's not. I mean, I've learned over time is like, you can't. I don't know. I still got trouble with it, but I feel like you can't be the same with everybody, because everybody got. I can agree with it. Everybody just got different, ways of being. Like, I can be like some of my friends. We can joke in certain kind of ways, but I can't joke like that with you, because some stuff is sensitive to you. Some stuff, you know what I'm saying, it's not your wheelhouse. It's not your thing. So it's like, you just gotta, like, I would say for different relationships, you just gotta learn the people that you're around, and kind of figure out just the do's and don'ts around them. But don't get away from yourself fully. Like, still be yourself, but still just take into consideration like the different relationships, because they have different requirements. So that's what I've learned. What about you?
They have different requirements, different upbringings, different responses and reactions to things. So,
right.
Yeah. For me, I feel like
You gotta get closer to the mic.
for me, I feel like you can't be in a relationship with someone who doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. Like you can't befriend someone that don't want to be your friend. In any kind of relationship that you choose, you have to be chosen too. Like I feel like both parties have to go through, fight through, work through a relationship or friendship.
Be committed, huh?
Yes, and I think that commitment is not used a lot in friendships. And
Damn,
it's not.
I never think about that.
It's not. Because when you think of commitment, you think of like a relationship, an intimate relationship.
Right.
And it's the same thing in a friendship. It is. The only difference in a friendship is not the sexual intimacy. There's still intimacy. Is a different type of intimacy.
Yeah, true.
And I feel like we only connect commitment, loyalty, trustworthy, and like to.
No, friendships got loyalty and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's not like we're not. I don't think that we're like so gung ho about it when it comes to friendships. It's the commitment part.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to work. Like it's like people like when you in friendships, when people enter friendships, and I've been through a lot of friendships. Okay, so it's like some friendships I've been in where it's like, because I've always been the one. I always been like the type of person that want to talk. I want to communicate things. And it was times where I didn't even know about communication or how to communicate. I just wanted to do it because I thought it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And other people was like, man, I ain't talking, or man, fuck that. Like I ain't compromising. I was talking about fucking compromising when I didn't even know about compromising.
Right.
Because that's just I always been into talking, like into communicating to figure it out.
But do you feel like you commit? Do you feel like you actually have issues with committing to friendships? Because you can't put it on them.
No.
I mean, you can't just put it on other people.
No, I'm not putting it just on other people. What I'm trying to say is that I felt like communication is important. I felt like in the past, I used to want to talk all the time. I always want to communicate because I felt like that was the right thing to do. And at times, I felt like I was the only one who wanted to communicate. So I felt like other people weren't committed as I was because they didn't want to communicate. But as I got older, I realized like there's other aspects in commitment.
Right.
Am I committed? Do I feel like I'm committed to friendships, or which was the question?
No, I asked you. Basically, you said commitment wasn't a big thing in friendships, and I asked you basically. I'm asking you, do you think you put forth a good effort to committing or showing commitment? Like,
I would honestly. I would want to what would be your definition? What would be your definition of commitment?
what would be your definition? You said communication.
Okay. I feel like communication, yes. Honesty. And I don't
conflict resolution.
Yeah, exactly.
Being able to resolve conflicts without it being a runaway situation or whatever.
Exactly. Because we don't. I feel like I'm speaking on experiences. I feel like from my experiences, we don't value friendship. And when I say we don't value friendship, it's because we be so quick to be like, oh, I don't fuck with her. And it's like, without communicating, without understanding what's going on the other side, without compassion, without the commitment to being in friendship.
I can agree with that. I think you probably experience that more with newer friendships. Mm-hmm. Because people that maybe people that you like grow up with or something like that, that's a little different. But it's like nowadays, I think as we get older, we spend less time actually putting in like real effort into a relationship with like your friends and stuff like that, or even sometimes family. Like we get away from we run away from family too. Mm-hmm. Just like, man, I ain't got time. I ain't dealing with it.
Yeah.
And you don't see your family,
especially when it's been going on like that. It's like you used to not talking to people.
Yeah.
Just used to it. It's just like whatever.
Yeah.
But it is like Because I feel like I personally do feel like it's important to have guy friends and girlfriends. It's important because it's like on some real stuff. We ain't got no friends like that. So it's like when we go through stuff, and it's good because it kind of strengthens our conflict and resolution.
Building skills.
Yes. So that's good because we kind of handle it ourselves. But it is good to have friends to like.
It is. But at the same time, it is good to have friends. But you know, as you get older, it gets like when you start having kids and shit like that, like it get a little tough. Like it get tough to be like around people. Like it's so much shit I want to do. I gotta work every day. I gotta come home. I gotta do it with my son, and I got my own personal shit that I want to do too. And like trying to make. I mean, you gotta make time for people and shit like that. I get it, but as you get older, that shit just become harder and harder. I guess when you start to settle down and like your kids start running around on their own, and you don't really need like too much of a babysitter and all that.
That's what
like,
I mean by commitment. And this is
what you mean?
And this is what I mean by commitment because it's like I feel like we need to put more effort and just even if it's a text, like yo, like just check on you, make sure everything all right. And I understand we get busy in our lives, like I understand that, but it's like, and this is I'm talking about people that you care about, people that you got real love for. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize how small or how important small gestures can be.
Yeah.
You know, and don't get me wrong, like you could be like reaching out, and this person don't reach out back, and then it's like, all right, whatever. I understand it, but it's like if these people are, if you have somebody that you know that's like really like, this is my dog, like you know what I mean, like this is my bruh.
Right.
It don't hurt to be like, yo, like everything good.
Man, fuck him. Say no, man. I'm playing. Say no. I'm joking. That's a joke.
I don't know what we talking about now. But my whole thing was about the whole like. My thing.
You should like reach out though. No, that's really I'm fucking joking, but no, you should reach out and like just say what's up every now and then. And I gotta get better with that because I'm the worst when it comes to reaching out to people. I be in my own world all the fucking time trying to do what I'm trying to do in my own damn life. But no, I think that is a good, I guess a good thing that you should do because at the end of the day, like this life, you know, you can have all the shit that you want, all the things that you want, but I feel like just people, relationships, and family and shit like that. I feel like that's the most important thing because you can have everything in this world that you want, and if you ain't got nobody to share with, it ain't worth shit to me. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I mean by the commitment.
Yeah, I hear you. You got that.
It's being committed.
I hear you.
You don't even gotta speak to you like for instance, like you got a close ass best friend or whatever. You ain't gotta be speaking for days or weeks, and it's all love, but you committed to that person.
Right.
So it's like, you know what? Let me check on this person. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by like
I hear
commitment.
You.
But people don't value that in friendship because people be so quick to be like, I'm good. That's it. Like people are so quick to just walk away from a friendship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about friendships that they value, like real friendships that you really value.
Yeah.
Babe, why you looking like you like listen, he looking at me like yeah.
On and on.
I'm a peacemaker.
On and on.
I'm a peacemaker.
All right, listen.
And him, he just like, man.
No, I'm not like that. You just dragging the shit out of this conversation. That's all I'm saying. Like,
I'm sorry.
Commitment.
Listen.
Committed. I'm committed.
The type
like,
of person,
we know you committed. Dog, damn. Let's move on.
I'm the type of person that I would keep talking.
Yeah, right. What's up?
I would keep
listen,
talking.
The podcast can't go on forever. So what you want to do? You want to wrap this thing up, or we got something else to talk about? Let's make something up real quick. What's your favorite color?
Where the money reside.
Yeah. No, man. That's it for this week, man.
All right.
What's our end? We ain't got no ending?
We never had a closing.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
You a damn lie.
Yo, man. We just be fucking talking. Listen, we ain't no like...
Wait. No. We said we was going to stop that. We said we wasn't going to do no closing no more.
But I just was trying to do it.
Yeah, I know. Listen. If you like the podcast, share it, tell a friend, tell a family member if you're talking to them. You know what I'm saying?
Send them a text like, yo, what's up? Hope everything is good. Send somebody you love a text. and let them know you still care.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was telling people.
See, I'm all about love.
No,
I'm all about love.
I was telling people to share the podcast. Like,
share the podcast and share love.
All right, that's a wrap for this week.
We out.